Okay, hi Joe Fisher. How are you?
I'm great, Josie. Had a great day.
You did? Will you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes, I went with two friends, Josie, you, and Shane this morning to Epcot.
This is Shane.
Hi.
We went to Epcot and we did a Segway tour around the World Showcase.
Really? Tell me more about that.
It was a 2-hour tour that costs $95, but if you have an annual pass, such that we do, you got 15% off.
Wow, that's an amazing deal.
It was. It was about 45 minutes worth of training. So we saw a video. I practiced in a obstacle course, going up and down ramps, doing slaloms around cones, playing the limbo under a limbo stick.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, we had a lot of training, which was really helpful because when you went out to the park, there were concrete barriers and columns and people that you had to sort of maneuver around.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
Well, once we did our training, we did go out to the park and we went around the World Showcase, and I had a lot of fun. There were only 2 incidents in our group. There were 10 of us, and there were 2 incidents in the group. One person fell in training, and one person fell while we were out in the park.
Tell me more about the person that fell in training.
That would be your husband, Shane. Again, there he is.
The lady before me.
Shane fell sort of trying to get on and get off the Segway moved. It was early in training, so it was an appropriate time to fall, but he panicked and almost ran over his wife, Josie, you.
Me.
And so it was kind of a freaky moment, and I think it sort of freaked a couple of people out in class for part of the trip.
So tell us then about the other accident that happened.
The other accident was probably a middle-aged lady and her husband. They were on the trip. We were going through a pretty narrow way. It was in France, and you went through some high flower beds, so to speak. She cut the corner short, hit the wall, rolled over on her side. The Segway fell over. The whole line of us, as we were traveling, in duck rows, stopped, but we couldn't get off our Segways because you had to stand there and hold it anyway. I was right behind her. I stopped, but I got off my Segway. Luckily I didn't run over it, but I still had to stand there and hold it because I had no place to put my Segway. Otherwise it would fall over or roll away or something like that. So the 2 guides ended up helping her out.
That must have been awkward for everyone just staring at her.
Yeah, but I think it was most awkward for her husband, who didn't get off his Segway to help either. He just sort of let her rot there on the floor.
So now that the sun is completely in your face.
Right, it's hard to see.
Tell us about after the Segway, what happened
Okay,
next?
after the Segway, we met the Levines, Brian and Stephanie and Logan, for lunch at the Electric Umbrella. We all hogged on some hamburgers with the exception of Logan. He hogged on some pureed fruit. Had a great lunch and enjoyed our visit. Oh, we also went on to Spaceship Earth with Brian and Stephanie. It's been redone. Dame Judi Dench is the narrator now. There's a couple of new scenes. It was great.
And then what happened after lunch?
After lunch, we left Epcot Center and went to Animal Kingdom to pick up Tia Finita and Tio Pepe, along with Ceci, Josie, your cousin, and aunt and uncle. From Animal Kingdom, we went to meet them, but then we decided we weren't going to eat there.
Why couldn't we eat there?
Because it was sort of barbecue-y, and it really sort of smelled between the barbecue and the animal dung. It just was not a pleasant place to eat. It was not appetizing, and so we left there, piled into Shane's Silver Bullet, and went to Disney Hollywood Studios, formerly known as MGM.
Exciting. And then what occurred at that location?
At that location, we went to Mama Melrose's restaurant in the back of the park to eat. We all hogged. Ceci gave us 20% off because of her cast member discount. Had a great late lunch slash early dinner for us, late lunch for them. And then after that, we sort of walked around the park just for a little while and had some ice cream near the Tower of Terror.
Oh, and then what?
And then we headed to the home. We used the bathroom and are now in the car going home.
Fabulous. So all in all, we had a very nice day.
Yes, we did. It was a very successful day. It's 10 to 6. We got to the park about 8:40. So a great day, well worth our use of our passes, and a lot of fun.
Wonderful, Joe. Well, thanks so much for sharing. And
well, thanks for filming, and you can look for this.
Have a safe drive.
I will do the same, and since Shane's driving, I hope it's safe for all of us.
Good night.